Hello beautiful souls. I am sharing what I created for the Not So Secret Santa swap that Ida from Created to Create is hosting. And not only is this a project share, but it's another digital file. So get ready guys. I think this is one of my favorites. Here it is. It's another gift box, but in the shape of a house. Look at that. Ooh, sorry for the glare. I do have acetate on the front window there. This one, and I personalized all of them. I will do a separate video going more into details about this digital file. Plus, I will do a tutorial on how to put it together. So this is one scenery, for the house. I have 3 more. I only done 3 because since I only have 3 people in my group, I'm only supposed to make 2, but of course I created one for the hostess. So you will only see the 3 sceneries on this video, but when I do the other video, you will see the 4th scene for the house. So this one is a bakery, and they're all different, and I did them. Well, I chose, which scenery will go to which person because of their likes and their personalities. So this one I did for Sonia. As you can see here, it is personalized, and this kit does come with these layering elements plus this topper, to hold the bag. So since she made me handmade soaps, and it was in a bakery theme, it looked like slices of cake and a cupcake and like this other big cake. So since she did that for me, I decided that she's gonna have this bakery shop here, this scenery of a bakery shop. And it does have a side window. And I did decorate, I put some lace trim here and this paper cluster of roses there. And it has all the gift boxes have this, this window here. But there's another alternative, like I said, that I will not be showing here. I will show that in another video. So that's the side window, and then this is the front door. Okay, and then in the back, this pocket here is not a part of the digital kit, but I just might add it, and I added this last minute because the stuff that I'm gifting the ladies, it just wouldn't fit in here. So I added this, so that I can continue to load this up. Look how pretty. This is not included in the kit, and I do have a separate file for these bowls. This is layering pieces here. It does come with this frame and with this image, and one of them is different because I didn't have enough printed out, so I did hers differently. It's in a frame too, but it's standing long ways, and it's here on the side, which I'll show you that in a moment. So there it is. And I have it where it closes, this is like the best bet to close this, especially if you want to hang over here, like this little hangover, like when a shop has an awning, or even a house, that has a hangover of the roof. So if you want it to hang over, your best bet is to use ribbon or lace for a tie, and of course you got to punch holes. Let me show you what that looks like. So there are the holes punched, and of course it's punched in there. You can see it from out here. So that's how it's punched. Okay, so here I used, this is the, you know, the mirror image to that bow here. And these I have in my stash. Of course, I have the lace in my stash. This is it's like pearls or flat back pearls, but it's, you know, it's kind of like jeweled up. It's iridescent and they look like gems. So I have these in my stash, and then I did a cluster here, and then here I have this leaf that I applied the glitterific that Ida from Created to Create had gifted me. I love that stuff, and I like that it stiffens. You know, whatever you're putting it on, it actually stiffens it even further, because this is fabric. This leaf trim here is fabric, and it really stiffened it really nicely, and I love that stuff. I didn't realize how thick it was. I thought it was kind of like runny, but it isn't. It's really thick. So I just brushed it on with a paintbrush, with a small paintbrush, and then I added lace here. I glued it from underneath, and I added these ribbon roses and this applique heart here. And then I added the bead around the window here. And this is a frame, and this also comes with a layering frame on top of that, on top of this one. Anyway, you'll see the pages on a separate video, and here's the bottom finished off. And this paper is also in the inside of the box. And you could also push this in. You push this in so you can get your goodies out. And there it is. It's layered there in the inside as well. And I absolutely love this file. I think it's one of my favorites because it's very shabby. It's so pretty. It really is pretty. And there's the window again. I cut up some digital images that I do have that I have not released, and there's quite a bit in here. There are different ones in here. And all the ladies are going to get this handmade Christmas tree that I did create, and I have a video on that as well, since I had 3 of these. And I know I already gifted Ida one of these, but since I have 3, I decided to give her another one. Now this one here, I only had 2 of these because I did gift Ida one of these. So Ida, you won't be getting one of these. I'm sorry, mamita. but she does have one already. So for Sonia and Sabrina, who are in the swap, they will get one of these. Well, Sabrina's is going to be different, and then Sabrina's and Ida's are going to be different than these, but it is shabbied up that way, and it does have the lace trim on it as well. And then I went ahead and made shakers, and I don't have, here, let me take it out. Let me take that out. I have this printed here because this was a I had printed something on here before and I didn't care for it, so I just print. I didn't want to waste it, so I just printed the pretty pattern here on this side. And this is Knitwit Collection. This is not my digital paper at all. It belongs to well, the creators of this digital paper is called Knitwit Collections. So I did make some shakers out of those little, I made hand mirrors here that I implemented in my Brother Scan and Cut, and this small alarm clock. And this is how I embellished it, and they're all embellished the same. So each member of my group are going to get a set of these. And since I don't have small sequins, I had to improvise. So what I've done is, on this, let me see which one. This one and this one. On the mirrors, I did add some of these tiny, tiny gems that I have because, you know, they were small enough. And then I added some of this it looks like snow, but it's white glitter, and I wish I had more. I get this from my local discount store. If I had more of this, if you know, it's hard to find this particular one, but if they had more, I would have bought some up and I would have gifted my swap partners with one of these. But unfortunately, I only have one, so I can't depart with this one. But it's so pretty. I like it, so I added that in here. I also added these tiny, you know, these are like tiny pearls, and these are like tiny star sequence here, and this is nail art. So because I didn't have like those other sequins that I see people hauling or people putting in their shakers, I had to improvise with mine. And I also added diamond dust in here, you know, so that it can sparkle. Then this was gifted to me by Ida from Created to Create, so I sprinkled some of that in there as well. And then I did put some flat back adhesive gems in here. I did put some of that stuff in here as well. So look at all that glitter that's happening in there. I love it. So all my partners are gonna get a set of these, and they're all decorated the same, and I think I said that already, right? So that's gonna go there. Let me show you what it looks like filled up. So this is all filled up. I did put tissue paper in the inside, so all the, you know, stuff that's already in there. There's more stuff. So here is this one. This one is Ida, so Ida doesn't have this one, but Sabrina's and Sonia's will have this one tucked in here. And I tucked these parts here, and this is the one of the embellishments, or it could be, you know, a tag or an ornament that could be used for ornament as well, the tree. And then everything else is just tucked in here. So that's how it looks, and they're all decorated the same. And then so here's the other scenery. Ida loves tea and coffee, you know, and anything any themed tea or coffee, so I gave her the tea room. And that's the tea room. That's a part of the digital collection for the house gift box. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. And this is the same window as the other one, and the same door. So they all have the same doors and the same window, except for this other scenery that, again, I will show in another video. But there it is. Look how pretty that is. So that's the second one. And then the last one I already have packaged, so that you can see how I will package them. So this one is already packaged and ready to go. But this is the other scenery, which is a regular house scenery. And I gave this one to Sabrina because her energy, to me, what I pick up on her energy is she's more of a homebody, home person, you know, motherly, like she runs back and forth, but she's home, and she's, you know, so I gave her more of the home theme for her, because that's what resonates for me whenever I see, you know, her videos. So that's the third scenery. And then the fourth scenery is going to have two windows, not with this image. It's going to have a different image, but this size window on each side, and then the door will be here in the middle. And then this is going to have a different side window here and a side window here. So that's what's going to be different on the fourth one. So this is how I put it together. This is how it's going to arrive to each member. It's going to arrive this way to Ida first, because she's going to do the reveal on it. Wow, this is a lot of glare, isn't it? Let me move this light a little bit further back. And I also want to mention, this is a removable tag, of course, and it does have my information in the back, and it is a pocket so that you guys can reuse this. And here's my information. I like to create things like this so that, you know, these things, everything can be reused. I like it where everything can be reused. So that's how it is. So see how I had to do this. I did this one differently than this one. I did it standing up and I put it on the side. And another thing I wanted to mention, because I almost forgot. Well, there's two more things. I'll tell you what I was going to say first. So this is what's inside the bag, and plus something else, right? But for Ida, I omitted the blue one and gave her the mint green stocking because she expressed to me how the mint green stocking is her favorite. So you will see that when she does the reveal that her stocking is the only stocking. She's not going to have this blue one. Only Ida and Sonia and Sabrina will have the blue stocking and the pink one, of course, as is. But Ida will have the mint green stocking. Hers will be different. Okay, so this is that. This is, you know, things that I got in my stash. And in here as well. And then this is another bag filled with stuff. Some more stuff that's in my stash. And then I went ahead and shared some of the gold glitter that I like using. And the glitter glue that I buy from my local store. I gave them a sample of it. And then the ring binders, I gave them a pack of that. And I also gave them an apron kit that I had created. They're going to get this Made with Love stamp. It's a rubber stamp, Made with Love. That's what it's going to stamp out. And then I had a box that I had bought from HSN. Anna Griffin's gift card holder. And I wasn't really doing anything with it, so I gifted them quite a bit of that in here so they can make their own gift card holder. And they're like little purses and like pockets and stuff like that. So they're all getting that as well. So this bad boy is stuffed for sure. Okay, so the other thing, look, I put this away. Oopsie. The other thing I wanted to mention, when I, like I said, I added this last minute because as you can see, it is a lot of stuff. And it just, you know, it just wouldn't fit inside the box. And this is like 3 inches wide, but it just wouldn't fit inside. So what I've done here was, this is not completely glued down and it does slide, so that it can expand here. But if you want to keep things, you know, nice and tight in here, you know, not too tight, because if you pull this too hard, this will come apart. I don't know any glue that's strong enough for that to not, for the paper not to rip, right? So I did that so that it can be tied. And the goodies will stay, for the most part, in place. You know, so I did this, I did that like this, and I just might add this extra piece in the digital kit because it doesn't have this piece at all. This was a last minute thing, you know, that I did, and it does make it look prettier, doesn't it? I love that back. It really does make it look prettier, and if you want to gift more, you can. So that is my project share. There's this one, and of course there's this scenery here, and then there's this one here. This one is going to have a glare because you already know that it's already in the bag. So those are the 3 sceneries that I had put together that I created. I did receive a few more entries, and I think I'm expecting maybe a couple of more or a few more entries, but I do have the ones that I've already have in my possession. I did do a video on them. I just haven't released them yet. And I will do that, you know, as soon as possible. So with that being said, let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.